Perception. They're somewhere at they're at least 10 feet apart, at least.
Okay, I'm gonna.
10 to 20 is where you gauge it.
Cool, we're trying this out. I'm gonna aim in between them, and
is this what I? Oh my! Okay, dex saves. Okay, DC 15. And the stats. Man, this stand is already so much. This
Open it up with the fireball.
This stand is already paying dividends, dude. So add +1 to each of these. Each of them. Okay, they both succeed.
So they take
There's my
14.
roll. That means that they still both take 14 damage. Yeah, okay, so that drops it down, and then drops that down to...
Yeah.
That area is no longer considered dim light, as you see two similarly, albeit smaller, canine humanoid figures in the back get their asses lit up by the fireball that conflagrates all the way through the entire cavern.
Ooh,
Yeah, that place is dimly lit no longer. They're not under the effects of fairy fire because fairy fire is magic and fairy and stuff like that. That means that they are visible and their fur is scorching and cindering and roasting. Next up. Actually, do you want to move, Samuel? Do you want to move closer or do you want to stay put in the tree line? Behind your 3/4 cover.
I'll stay put.
Gotcha. Rush in. What do, my dude?
Okay. It's pretty clear to me what those are.
As Russian and as a player, I'm sure.
Yes, I just don't.
What was that sound?
It's a very fair sound effect for the situation, though.
I just don't know that there's any reasoning to things. That being said, can you actually, never mind. What's the one nearest me?
The one nearest you is like right next to you.
And he's been hit already?
He's been hit 20. He's taken. Let's see. He's taken a bullet, 2 bullets, a rifle and a revolver bullet, and a throwing knife. On the chin, one might say. On the chin.
Okay. I don't have any weapons, so I'm just gonna punch him to try to knock him out.
Okay. Roll me some attacks. It's not terribly hard. Yep, that hits just fine.
Okay, so that's 6.
6 damage, because it's just... Wait, 6?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it just your strength modifier or something like that?
Strength +1.
Oh, I did not know that. Freaking Mike Tyson over here. Just decking him with your freaking heavy armored gauntlet. He reels back from it dazed slightly, but he's still standing and just snarls at you. To which you answer the snarl with another. He reels back. He is still kicking. He's still alive and kicking. He's not unconscious. And now he just gets really, this really pissed look in his eyes. And he's barking at you. A bark snarl. A barl, one might say. Anything else you'd like to do? Should I move in, or...?
I'm still, easily in line of sight of all these things.
Yeah, you're standing, front and center stage. Abigail's right next to you. Oh, actually, roll again. You should have advantage. You're flanking this target.
I mean, unless you're saying it's double damage on a crit, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Okay, I was say there's no dice to roll.
We'll save for punches and stuff. That's what will happen. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Just wondering. Never know. I think punches will probably be the only thing where crit would matter for
Bonus
just
action.
modifier. Ooh. I like that. All right. So what's your AC now? 21 or something?
21.
What they want?
Impressive. Shut the fuck up.
Why did you
Get your old memes out of here. We only like the freshest of Maymays here.
I'm pretty sure they're just so super feral. He would just call out one more time. do not mean to kill you.
It just begins doing that, hyena laugh. Fred, to the side. Thank you. Thank you, Fred. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. He just laughs, literally laughs in your face.
Jesus Christ.
Most people do at the thought of peace. That's all for me.
Okay. So.
Sorry, did I break you, Kristen?
Sorry, that just.
Alright, so this is just straight up against you, Russian. You're the one that just decked him in the face twice. Doesn't hit. Doesn't hit. So this time he lunges at you, trying to, once again, bite your neck, tear the throat out, and you just catch his mouth with your gauntlet, just jam it into his gaping maw, and then he just sort of tries to twist and turn, sort of like a gator does, or I don't know, rabbit, dog, whatever animal does, and then you sort of just shove him backwards, and while he's getting flung backwards, he does this X attack with his arms, trying to just catch you on the way out, and those just it's like hearing nails scratch on chalk, chee for all of you. It just screeches and scratches across your armor. So you're fine. Alright, next up, Wise. My friend Wise.
Hello.
Turn into Oswald all of a sudden.
I'm gonna try and get the archers at the back. Are they?
Okay.
They're still visible.
They're clearly visible now. They're still behind 3/4 cover, so they have a +5 to AC and saving throw, stuff like that.
Okay. I'm gonna try and use my lightning bolt spell, so I've not used that yet.
Okay, good test subject. Good test subjects.
Yeah.
Big
Can I?
right.
Can I tell which one's most injured?
They're basically pretty equivalent. Until the fireball hit, they were both untouched, and then when the fireball hit, they were both hit by the fireball. So
Oh, okay, cool. I'll just go whichever one's closest then.
Yeah.
they're both roughly 60 feet apart. So
Alright, whichever one then. I think it's...
yeah.
8...
Yeah, just hit the spell for me.
Oh, okay.
Where's my book? There it is.
Oh,
All the
wait,
shelf
it's
space, and I still don't have the book open for spells. I am a fool.
It's like a 5 foot wide, I think.
Okay, so dexterity saving throws. First and foremost, that is a +1 to them.
Wait.
And because I've got the staff, does that add an extra 2 onto my...
It adds an extra 2 to your spell saves. So. Actually, let me
6.
go to your sheet right now. You can actually... don't freak out when stuff happens. It's just me.
Okay.
So you can actually put spell modifiers and stuff like that. So spell save DC mod, I'll put 2 for that. And then global magic attack modifier 2. Not 20, no, 2. There we go. So now...
If you want to put it, it's fine.
No, shut up. So now you'll see on the spell part that they're both increased by 2. So spell save DC
cool.
and spell attack.
Thank you.
So
Alright.
DC should be 17, so add 1 to both of these. Alright, so close yet so far. That 2 really does make a difference, doesn't it?
Combined, they pass.
Roll me 8d6 for the lightning damage.
Alright.
Combined, they pass. Barely.
I'm murdered.
Oof. Not great.
25.
Not great rolls.
Let's see.
Still good damage.
Does it hit?
I'm trying to say this. It's 100 feet long, and then
Yeah, so it should hit them.
I'll add a little bit of narrative. I'll add a little bit of narrative flair to this, even though the spell for this would be Chain Lightning, which you guys don't have access to. I think that's a 5th level spell, but for the narrative sake of this, why not? So as this bolt of lightning streaks from on the diagonal, so it doesn't shoot through, Roshan and his adversary and Abigail and all that stuff like that. It does go by Varric, on the other hand, by not by his face or anything, but 5 foot quarters. But
Feeling the static.
yeah. He's doing the static, and just getting a bolt is not a thrilling. Well, it's a very thrilling thing. It's not a very comforting thing. Regardless, though, it. Yeah, exactly, Garth. Exactly. It shoots past, and then one of these creatures is poking its head out, about to take another shot, and then it hits him, and the lightning of it bounces off and hits his friend, also high by the stalags, off to hit his left. and then they both turn to ash. Just it's like watching it's like Fall on New Vegas or something. When someone gets hit by the laser gun, just. You can
I like that spell. I like.
You
this
can
spell,
safely
yes.
consider them eliminated from the turn order and from existence.
Alright. The bonus action
Alright.
can just dust off my shoulder and be like, hey guys, that was me.
Yeah, bonus action, you wipe your nails off your collar and just
Yeah.
your smoldering, cindering, just fingertips where the lightning bolt came out of. You think to yourself,
is all fuck.
you think to yourself, I'm hot, but you're not sure whether or not to say that out loud.
I love the imagery of everyone just rushing in, taking a few shots, and then just fireball.
Then a fireball. You guys literally did the D&D joke of fireball, lightning bolt, literally just now. So congratulations.
The two gunners just look at each other like, what the fuck?
All right. Would you like to move, or do you want to stay in the tree line behind cover?
I'm just gonna stay where I am.
Yeah, the only target remaining is the guy that's 10 feet or 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 feet in front of you.
Yeah. He'll probably be dead by the time he gets back to me anyway.
Probably.
Hopefully.
Speaking of, Aminius.
Yeah, I guess I'll just hit this guy with acid splash.
Okay. Classic. Do some acid. Not that I have any experience with that. Talk to Oswald for that. Alright, DC 16. Oh, that's right, you increased your... Good shit, it's good shit. Let me check the stat of rubies here.
I mean, he just slides out, it's like, you want some good shit, and just hands him.
Oh, hey, I was just out here some ingredients. Hey, while I have you guys here, maybe you guys would like to come join me and my friends for a little forest rave over the... No,
That's hilarious.
Forest rave.
that succeeds, I'm afraid.
Well,
You rolled
Okay.
3 nat 20s.
What can I say? My luck, all my bad luck got spent earlier this week with that fucking 10 round 4 attack nonsense.
Yeah, true. You're right.
Is Acid Splash, is it a single attack or is it splash? I know it's called Acid Splash, but spell names are deceiving. Does it actually do splash damage? Would it affect rush damage?
It can hit 2 people. I think you can pick if it does.
Yeah, if they're side by side, you can
yeah.
You can
pop two.
Yeah, it's a cone effect.
Okay, but can you designate that
No.
you don't do it?
No?
It's a bubble. It's a bubble of
A
acid.
I mean,
bubble.
the thing is,
okay.
you can
Well, it
designate
goes-
it by putting it in any of the 9 squares surrounding them that wouldn't hit two people, or just
yeah,
put it
that's true.
dead center on them.
It's called aim.
Fair.
Yeah, because the thing
My
is,
bad.
we think about life, but life's not in 5-foot grids, so you can literally just put it on their head.
This is fair.
So yeah, I think I'll just do that. I'm just gonna hang on to everything else because
Conservation of energy. This is wise. So, no, that's wise. What am I saying? So you form a rapidly expanding and detonating ball of acid right behind the canine creature. Unfortunately, is in the middle of leaping forward, doing just a quick swipe attack at Roshan. So it does, literally singe its ass and tail and stuff like that, but it doesn't totally boil its back off or anything like that. It's just in the middle of a quick poke, at mid lane, like in League of Legends. Anything else? Would you like to move, Minius?
I'll just wait for now.
You just stay put. Okay, that leaves up next Tenem.
Okay, so is there any fabric around the campfire textiles?
There are 2 bedrolls. Very rudimentary bedrolls.
Okay, so this is what I have in my head. I want to take one of the rudimentary bedrolls,
So you
scoop
run
up
it.
their campfire, throw one of my oil bottles that I have around my belt into the roll with the fire, and then throw the bundle into the cave.
Well, no, the bedrolls are in the cave.
Oh, they're in the cave. Okay, so
Yeah, so there's a campfire. Yeah, so it's like the campfire would be here, and then the bedrolls themselves, tan color, are next to the. Yeah, there you go. The campfire inside the cave. Okay.
Okay, so do I have enough movement for that? Grab one and then
Then chuck it
all
at.
the. Yeah,
I'd
the
say
last
so.
remaining one.
I'd say
Yeah,
so.
I'll try it. I'll try this.
Okay. So you blitz inside, running past Russian and the canine humanoid creature, scoop up one of the bedrolls and just begin trying to scoop up the fire and its logs and lumber and stuff like that, and then hurl it along with. Well, I guess the oil will go first, and then the other one, and then the fire.
Yeah.
Make me a ranged attack roll.
What's that? Just Dex?
It'd be Dex plus proficiency, I would say. I don't think a bottle... A 10 count bottle would be considered an improvised weapon, but this is like meant to be thrown, so...
Alright, +3 to the roll then, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, that hits just fine.
That's
so,
a crit.
Is it a crit?
Oh yeah, it's
Oh,
a
it
19.
What's your strength modifier?
My
Or your dex modifier, but my bad.
+4.
Please murder
That's
him with
okay.
a bottle.
8 points of damage. He's not dead, no. Don't hold your breath for that. But it's like watching like in a bar fight in like an old fashioned, Western movie, like a bottle fly off from off screen and then just deck someone on the head and it shatters and then leaves him like in this like super dazed state, like he nearly topples over and falls to the ground, like he's like stumbles and is just hinging on one leg, but he rights his balance. And then suddenly the fire comes in. Now let's see. Does the oil flask actually have any like stats to it?
Yeah, you can set things on fire.
I know, but does that fire?
Fire does 5 damage for 2 turns.
Ah, I see. I'm looking for it already. So. Interesting.
I got you.
Interesting. So, as you yeet the oil flask over and it shatters atop the creature's head, and then suddenly fire just begins incinerating in a mobile pyre sort of thing the creature. I'm gonna just do 5 points of damage now because just go that way. It is still alive. It's slowly cooking, just like the boar that was originally on top of a fire just over there until you picked up the fire. And then, yeah, the smell of burnt flesh, and not in the good meat sense. Burnt flesh and a lot of burnt and incinerated hair. That smell just permeating across the entire cavern, out of the cavern to you guys.
This
gross
gross
smell.
Rank.
It already smells rank. Would you like to do another attack of some sort? I'll consider that as just like an attack.
I would have had to put away my bow to do this, so I'll just leave my turn there.
Okay, fair enough. That leaves Witchstalker. This is all one round.
Can he run in?
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay, he runs in and bites the one on his
Roll.
Smells like
someone.
dinner.
advantage for flanking? Or is that direct?
Yes. Advantage for flanking. That hits. That definitely hits. Wait,
I guess it does smell like dinner.
Death saves that, and that is just 1 point over exactly what was needed to kill him. So as this creature begins laughing up a storm at its own pain, it's really weird. You guys are watching this thing cook alive, and then suddenly Witchstalker emerges, rushing out from the brush and thicket of things, and just in a similar manner to how it wanted to try to bite and tear your throat out, Russian, Witchstalker leaps, grabs its entire head, and then just, like, with the momentum of its leap, just pulls it away and just slams its body on the ground, while you guys all hear a sickening, or satisfying, depending on how sadistic you are, crunch as Witchstalker just closes its jaw one final time, and shakes it, and then spits it out, because it's still on fire. Combat completed, my friend.
Ew. Okay. Cool.
Eric immediately begins loading another round.
I hate hyenas.
Is that a hyena?
That is not a hyena.
What the heck is it?
It's a mole.
Oh,
What's
sorry?
that?
A hyena man.
Something were like half right.
Evil
Oh, okay.
hyena, man.
He would look around and be like, normally they worship the fell gods.
Yeah, them and everything else in the forest.
Well,
Kicks
first hyena
the
sighting,
smoldering body.
First hyena sighting, so pretty excited, guys.
I'm gonna do
There,
this
give
before
you-
I forget. I want to apply poison to bullets.
Alright?
How many? It's
how ma-
12 rounds per bottle, right? Or is it less?
I'm pretty sure it's less.
I think you said a minute.
Oh, that's like a...
Yeah, it just lasts a minute.
In that case, I won't, because that'll wear off before we get into another fight.
Unless you fight right now!
Ah! Surprise, surprise attack!
Abigail comes up and, like, gives, like, a quick, like, pat on the back, wise.
Mhm.
Nice!
Well, thank you.
And then she goes over to Sam and, like, ruffles his hair. Also nice. So, like, patting the top of his head.
Aw.
You can tell underneath her mask is, like, a smile.
Well, can I go over and like have a look? Do they look like hyenas? Or are they all just like?
They look like hyenas. They have, like, a dog-like head and neck structure and stuff like that. They do got, hands, quote-unquote, a mixture between actual hands and paws. They're capable of holding weapons, obviously, as evidenced by the two that shot with longbows prior.